And he, 40 years later, said, "Let us go back to where we started. I'll be waiting outside your classroom, reading your favorite book, hoping to seek your attention. Let me look at you again and wonder if you could ever be mine. I don't desire fancy places anymore. I want to spend hours with you on our favorite bench, feeling surreal. After decades gone by, having gone through all phases of life, I now want to grow young with you." And she said, "Yes."
That perfect ideal love that we all wish and desire for and lack. As we often say, ऐसी मोहब्बत तो सिर्फ किस्से कहानियों में सुनते हैं. लाइफ में थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल भी होना चाहिए. If you also feel that way about love, well, this video is for you. And if not, देख लो यार. Well, yes, I do believe that regardless of how much you love your partner,
You cannot ignore the fact that in a journey of a lifetime, it is impossible for two to not have disagreements, tussles, arguments, fights, and differences for obvious reasons rooted into complexities of human psychological evolution, leading both of them to react to identical situations in their own distinctive ways.
but what we are going to talk about today is despite having all the differences, hurdles, and tussles, what holds them together forever. When we look for a partner, we usually look for a person to fit into our criteria.
Like, should have at least this much qualification or this much salary, this car, or should have a decent house, speak fluent English, should be a doctor, etc. etc.
Now, I'm not saying that wanting to have any of these elements in your partner makes you greedy. But if you look at these criteria objectively, this checklist that you had for your partner, what are these? These, in my opinion, are conditions. Conditions to love someone. But love, as we say, is unconditional. And that's what we are contradicting here. Well, of course, I do strongly feel that it is amazing to have a partner who's great in all aspects. But then what is the point that I've been trying to make? Well, all I'm saying is we should ask ourselves why. I truly and very strongly believe that the truest of all answers, the core of all answers, lie in the whys. Why do you feel frustrated when your partners don't get over their drinking habits? Is it because you care about their health? Or is it because you're not comfortable to associate yourself with someone who's perceived as a drunkard by the society? And why do you feel happy when your partner succeeds or creates a solid impression somewhere? Is it because you are overwhelmed looking at your partner grow? Or is it because you are associated with someone who happens to do well? Who is it about? Is it about them or is it about you? Who are you in love with? The person or the idea of the person? And that's where your loyalty is rooted. It's rooted into the way you feel for your partner. It is not as much about I don't cheat on my partner as much as it is about but why do you not cheat on your partner?
Cheating isn't really about finding your partners in bed with someone else or finding their interest in someone else through their messages. That's just when it exists in its most evident form. But it's actually when they look into your eyes and say, I love you, and they don't mean it. People often talk about bringing them flowers, surprising them in a while with expensive gifts, a dinner date, and all the other goodies. And those are great. I think it's beautiful to make someone feel special, important, and valued. But what about when you are miles away from your partner? In your office, a club, or in a party? And your partner is not around you. And you get a clear indication from someone extremely attractive telling you they're interested to initiate something through their eye contact or a gesture. You know that there is no way that your partner will ever know about it. And then, when you choose not to reciprocate in the situation, you just walk away or tell them that you are in a relationship, not because you had to stop yourself, but because you are still so deeply consumed by how madly do you feel for your partner. Loyalty isn't about stopping yourself. It's your incapability to feel that way for someone else. And that, I feel, is the most romantic thing in a relationship. That's the epitome of love. And yes, that intensity of love is not common. And I feel it's not common because your reason to get into a relationship is based on expected results and not on how truly do you love the person in most of the cases.
If you truly love your partner, you don't care about the results or the checklist that you fell in love with. In fact, they don't even have to fill your expectations. Your love is a part of who you are. It resides within you, with no greed for possession, control, or returns. It simply belongs to you, unconditionally.